Their arms sprawled out, legs open. We call that a starfish.
Yeah. You can't just lay here and do nothing. You gotta have some position. You gotta shit. Work with me. This is a team effort here. You know what I mean?
What makes a girl bad in bed?
So if a girl puts in a little bit of effort and basically just lies there, arms sprawled out, legs open, we call that a starfish.
Yeah. You can't just lay here and do nothing. You gotta have some position. You gotta shit. Work with me. This is a team effort here. You know what I mean? If I'm hitting for the back, throw that shit back. Meet me halfway. You know what I'm saying?
Dry pussy, of course. If I stick my dick in you and you give me Indian burn, bitch, you up out of there.
Tried to burn my penis.
And lazy sex, too. If you're not trying to ride no dick or you just planking on my bed, bitch, I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Hey, listen. A chick lazy in the bed is the worst shit ever. I don't care. I don't care if she ugly, pretty. It don't matter. And you know what? A lot of times, it be the pretty girls, too. Like, the pretty girls be the worst in bed. You know why? They not used to having to put in any work. They're so used to guys wanting to rush and do everything because of how attractive they are. They not used to a dude that's like, yo, get your lazy ass on top. You think you might just get rammed the whole night and not do nothing? So to a dude that actually gets girls and has, been with pretty women before, trust me, you're gonna have to step your shit up.
Hey, Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
Also, I think a girl that's like shy and timid in the bedroom, that it's a turn off as well. You want me to put my leg where? Oh God, that's annoying. Yo, just roll over. Shut up. Or a girl that's one and done, right? Like she just wants to do one round. Like, yo, chill. Oh my God, I need a break. We just did one round. Yo, chill. I'm tired. I did all the work. All right, fellas. So what do y'all do when a girl's trash in bed? Like, how do y'all respond to that?
Nah, I don't tell her. I'll still find a way to come.
I'll always find a way to come.
I make a mental note that maybe I don't fuck this girl again. It would have to be a very cold, lonely drought to have to go back to a girl that's bad in bed. Would I tell her? Maybe afterwards.
Like, if you're doing some dumb shit in the bedroom, I just look at your stupid ass like...
That shit up.
Uh-oh. You have a fighty in virtually? Oh, no.
Well, yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It's your man, Brian Foster. B. Foster's in the building. We're having a little video issue right now, but if you can hear my voice, you can still enjoy the show. What's going on, Sean?
No radio voice, please. Thank you.
Radio voice.
No, you're like, please enjoy the video. What? No.
I'm so sorry that
I need you to come up a couple of
smooth voice. I apologize. I apologize for that.
Dear God, help me. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Hey, no homo.
Hey.
That was kind of.
Somebody just got fined $40,000 for that term. Be cool.
Anyway,
Really?
Yeah, sure did. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, basketball. Yeah, one basketball.
Oh, are you serious? Boy,
So we're gonna hop right into this. We got a spicy one for you today. First of all, welcome back to the show. We are the End Zone podcast where every Wednesday. Talking shit.
Do we finish?
7:20. I mean, excuse me, 8:20.
This is 7:20.
But,
We're gonna have a real short show today.
It might be.
Speed round.
It might be. So we are the cross section of culture that's about everything from relationship. Today, we're gonna touch on why women are such trash and.
That's actually not what we're going to talk about. No, we're not.
No,
we're not talking about that women are trash in bed. That's not the title of the show.
Trash in bed.
The question is, do women know they suck in bed?
That's part of the reason they trash. Anyway, we gonna jump.
The lack of knowledge does not make you trash. Just FYI.
It's already started. First of all, on my left, my man 50 Grand. He's been on a couple of shows. He has not been with. Had to get him back in on this. My guy, Bam. What's happening, brother?
What up, lad? I think.
Are we gonna get him a little less subdued?
Right.
He too chill.
Right, let's go.
It's
We
gonna
got
happen.
the rounds going.
It's coming.
Then on my right, she joined us somewhat recently, but we are so proud to have her back, my girl Keisha. What's going on? Happy to have you.
I'm not.
Was Sean out here last?
What show was this? I have such a bad memory.
Yes, you were such a bad hostess. You're never here.
I did not.
You know what? I can make that a reality now too. Just no. Okay.
No, Sean.
It's fine.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Right?
Whatever.
Anyway, so as we said, the real topic of the show is: do women take accountability for their sexual misfires and sexual pleasure? Right. But we're really going to start with.
That's a much deeper question.
It is a much deeper question. It can't just be all superficial.
Wow. It can't?
Well, fuck, we can't. So let's start here.
What show is this?
Right.
Exactly.
Why can y'all be so lazy in bed? Like my man said, the starfish. I'm so pretty, I ain't got to throw it back. What's going on? Talk to me, people. Ladies.
I feel like you answer your own question.
But why is that?
Because you're pretty and don't have to do work. Duh.
That doesn't apply to all y'all.
I don't know if
the pretty
that doesn't apply to me, but
you know that's right.
I've heard that.
First.
Sometimes we give what we're getting.
Oh.
So if
Fair.
you're giving me trash, then I'm going to give you trash. But I also think that as a whole, sometimes we're not, since we're in such a vulnerable state, sex is vulnerable, right? We're not having conversations. So as a whole, even though sex is sex and this society is so sexy, really it's very, very faux pas to really talk about sex still. And so like your couples aren't having those conversations. So if you're giving me head and I'm like, this shit is whack, I need to have that conversation. Obviously, I'm not going to say it like that, but we need to talk because what you do to her doesn't always make me happy and vice versa. And what I'm doing to my ex or did to my ex does not mean that that's going to please my present. So having those conversations, I think, open it up for both parties not to have trash sex.
Now here's becomes the question coming out of that. Why can't we have the conversation?
Ego.
About to blame it on us.
Wait. Slow down.
I'm talking about you.
I said nothing.
You set it up. You set it up.
You kind of can have the conversation.
But why don't we?
But we don't.
Oh, because you don't bring it up.
No,
nigga, there are two motherfuckers in the bed. What the fuck?
Well, and two, when you bring it up, sometimes I've had the conversation, and a guy will be like, "Well, no one ever told me that," and I'm like,
And I've had the conversation, and she said nobody ever told me that. So the point is, if you're not having the conversation, it goes both ways.
Why? It's ego.
Whose ego?
Men mostly.
Oh, damn!
I knew where that was going.
No, you said it was gonna be me.
Flag on the
I didn't say nothing.
Flag on the play.
I did. I thought she was gonna be a little fucking less brutal. So it's because of our egos you can't have this conversation with us about your sexual pleasure and how I can provide it.
Sometimes it is ego. I will be fair. I think that sometimes it's ego. Mm-hmm. I think too, it's just. I mean, like some people just don't understand having conversations during sex. It's just different for people.
Keisha, can you talk more into the mic? I think people are having a hard time hearing you.
So I think people aren't used to having those conversations. Like, I don't know that it's been whatever sex education you got or whoever raised you around sex. I think people haven't said like, you guys have to communicate to make this great. Just like your relationship outside of the bedroom, you have to communicate about sex inside of the bedroom. And so it's just really like, we're talking about this instead of after. I think during, like now after we're mad, I'm like, I just got this whack ass dick. This nigga is boring as hell.
She right.
And now I'm saying it like that. And now egos and, feelings are in it. And we don't want that if this is somebody that you want to actually have sex with again. Right.
What about a little direction during the process?
I mean,
that's what she said.
That's what I'm saying. Like you having these conversations during sex while you're,
I'm saying, why does it have to be a conversation? Why can't
it could be direction. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like I'm not saying like stop and be like, okay, point 8 with bullet points. I'm saying like, hey babe, when I'm telling you, stop, don't move, keep it right there, and then you move.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Hello.
I gotta imagine that.
It's worse. I'm actually like guiding your head, and you're like moving it another way.
Like what'd you say?
Exactly. So these are the conversations you're trying to have, but I don't know if anybody's really listening to it.
Okay, but let's go back to the communication piece. So you just had a whack ass session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what, baby? We need to have a conversation
Mhm.
now. Then why don't people do it even that way? Because I'm talking about conversation. During, hey, it's a whole bunch of shit going on.
Exactly.
Really. Afterwards, why can't you have that conversation?
Oh, sorry.
So opening the question, boo.
Please pick Sean.
Because I'm saying, what I'm really
Because
saying,
people don't like to hurt people's feelings. Let's just tell the truth.
Exactly. It is. I
Man,
think
you
so.
don't
It is.
See, that's where the bullshit stops. Because if I'm not having fun, we not having
Look,
fun.
everybody's not BAM, okay? The rest of the human race, let me say first world human race, does not like to hurt people's feelings.
I know.
But it's not about hurting people's feelings. What are you talking about?
It's not about hurting
Not someone that you're intimate with.
Motherfucking thing.
It's not about hurting people's feelings. It's about, look, we not vibing
But
right
you do
now.
realize if you tell a woman, you know, that
This shit
head,
is whack.
we got to do a little work. She's going to feel a way about that.
messaging.
I think it depends.
Look,
Because I want to please my man.
look.
So if I'm asking you, what do you like?
What if you didn't ask? He just comes out and be like, "Whoa, wait."
But isn't it how the
It's delivery.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everybody can't receive the same delivery.
That is true.
Right, but
That is true.
you know what?
You
You know
can't
what?
give the same message to everybody.
Honestly, if we can't have a conversation, then I probably shouldn't be with you.
That's also true, but we're not talking about that. We're
No.
talking about.
That's my point. That's my point. If you can't please me, why am I with you?
But wait.
Because we're talking about fucked up ass sex.
We gotta be fair here. Nobody's gonna come into the game doing everything you like,
Exactly.
how you like
Exactly.
it.
I think it shifts. Like I think going back to what you said.
Well, you get a lucky bastard.
I mean,
the rest of us.
He's that unicorn, okay? B-Foss is a unicorn, guys. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying. I think to go back to what you said is that initially we don't know each other, right? This is new. We're learning. We're trying to have these conversations in the moment. If he or she aren't listening, usually it's he. Then we have the conversation after and communicate.
I like her. She didn't be on every week.
Then it does come down to like hurting people's feelings, because I think initially you are like, oh, I like this guy, I like this girl, you know, let's talk about it, let me like guide him, let me lead him. And then after 10 times or something and you're like, he's not listening or she's not listening, then you're having this conversation outside of sex. Then you're like, okay, like what's up? Like I literally gave you the blueprint or the cliff notes, but you're still going left when I'm asking you to go right. So then it does tap into like a bad conversation where you can hurt people's feelings. But you have to listen initially, right?
No, I think we have to have the conversation first. And
but that's what she's saying. But
no, I get it. What I'm saying is, and I get you wholeheartedly. If you're not, if we're not compatible, we're not compatible. Why the fuck we keep doing this shit, man? Come on, let's do it. I mean, like either we do it. I'm saying when you walk into a relationship, there are certain things that you need to actually make boundaries for. There are certain things that are actually, hey, you know what? This is okay. This is not okay. It's not
terrible
okay.
sex is not okay.
No, it's not.
Terrible sex is not
okay. I agree. But at the same time,
what if everything else is amazing?
Are you asking me? I'll work around it. We'll figure it out. I'm not being serious. Like unless you are like biting me and drawing blood during sex or causing wounds, we'll figure it out. I really feel you. I'm just telling you, it has to be
because compatibility and you can learn somebody, right? Like there's certain things that can be learned.
But here's the thing, men will fuck a fucking cantaloupe. I mean, like, so I'm saying we will deal with the woman who's bad in bed. But I'm talking about a relationship. When you're actually in a relationship with somebody and you're trying to make it better, then you have to communicate. You have to talk. Seriously.
So if you're just fucking, you'll just fuck a cantaloupe. But if you're in a relationship and we're having sex, then you're gonna have an issue if it's not.
Yes,
okay, I just want to be clear.
I don't want to stay where I'm not happy.
I agree.
But I'll circle back. what if everything else is great? Not even just good. It's great.
Fuck that. If the pussy ain't good,
then ain't nothing else.
Damn, clearly.
I don't know. I have to say,
awesome in bed.
And ain't nothing better.
Figure everything else
Ain't
out.
nothing better than some good pussy except some new pussy.
Yes, facts.
I tell that to
I
men all
think
the
that
time.
shifts a little bit as we go through our age, right?
Girl, that's a lie.
No,
not
I mean,
not for
he said,
men.
he
I
said,
say-
oh,
I
not
say-
for men.
Not for
Okay.
men.
I say
It's a lie.
true only because I'm not taking those shorts anymore. I'm gonna move on real quick.
It becomes less important. It's particularly to hold on to. So before, when you were younger, right? Like the vagina was the end game. The vagina was the holy grail. Vagina, right? And that's what your whole life was based around.
Yeah.
North Star. I'm going north.
As you get older, your North Star. Good word. Changes.
And then for women, though, I think too, it's like when you first start, you don't really know, and then as you've had more partners or whatever that looks like, or been in relationships, it changes. Like my first, I thought it was amazing, and then when we broke up and I had sex with someone else, I was like, this shit was whack. So like I didn't know, right?
You don't know what you don't
And
know.
then I went back and I was like, this shit was really whack.
Oh, she went back to make sure.
Yeah, I
that
wanted
she
to make
wasn't
sure.
imagining it.
And then I was faking it, and he was like, bitch, we was together for 5 years. You're faking. And I'm like, what? Not me.
What?
Oh, he called you out.
Oh, he called me out.
He called
But
it
then
that?
I was like, okay, you're right. This shit sucks. Can we stop? I mean, we have been broken up, right? Okay, but so like as we grow, things change. And so like I've been in that situation. I've been in a relationship where everything else was like, check the box, great, but the sex and the physical chemistry was shit.
And so that just didn't work.
It did not work.
There was
for
no way
me.
around it.
It did not work for me. I tried. It's like sometimes even for women, our bodies, it goes deeper than just like the physical, like our chemistry, like our, our stuff. It just don't work.
They don't vibe.
Yeah, it doesn't vibe.
Because sex I think all people, I'm gonna stop saying the woman and man. I think for all people starts way ahead of the insertion of a penis.
So funny you say that. I was having a conversation.
No, not
funny.
Ironic,
funny,
even.
funny,
interesting.
Funny, interesting.
I was having this conversation just at lunch today about people's love languages and blah blah blah. But what starts up, what gets your motor revving. And this young lady was at the table and she said that my sex drive starts that morning, and she is a touch, like physical affection, physical touch person. She said, I don't mean like we having sex that morning, but it's the brush by me while you stroke the back of the small of my back, the little kiss on my cheek as you rolling by, baby, a little ass smack, like, girl, you been good than them doing, right? So all these things she warms up to the actual act that evening. So I say all that to say, I think that evening, that afternoon, whenever it may go down. But let me reverse field on that. So, Sean, you're saying you could work with it. Keisha's saying she couldn't. Bam is saying you can't.
I think what she's saying is, because she agreed with me when I said if the sex is you can kind of work on it. But I think there are other components for her that made the sex even less pleasurable, where she was just like,
for sure.
It wasn't just the sex that she's saying.
And I think
I get that.
Going back to to the topic.
No, but she did say, correct me if I'm wrong, that there was things that checked every box except for the physical chemistry.
In relationship.
In that one relationship.
Yes, but I do agree with you that if everything's great and like we can work through those things, like my last relationship was the same thing. Like things were good and sex just wasn't that great. I think we just didn't know each other, but I tried. Like I'm the type that wants to be like, I'm gonna showcase. I want to like let's get it in. Like I want to show you, I want to please you. Like that's what I want to do. So, but if the person's not reciprocating,
well, look at them numbers.
I feel like
if you need to turn this shit on.
Right, exactly. Who is that girl? I feel like then your drive drops. Yeah. I mean, I think that's with anything, right? Like we're all competitive people by nature, but if you come to work every day late and your boss never says anything, even if you're an on-time person, you're gonna probably still come to work late. Like I've got away with this shit for like a whole year. You're gonna do that. So like if I'm like out here giving 120% in the bed and I'm like bow tie, I'm like on the ceiling, whatever,
Really?
right? Then and you're just like, oh, let's get this missionary.
I don't know. I saw that show. It was cool.
I'm like, well, what?
What is Bam over here talking about?
He's on a whole nother.
He said like 3 different random
Vegas.
things. I'm like, what are
He's
you
like,
talking
maybe
about?
I should go back to Vegas.
You're right. Because
All the
I
escapades
lived there for
coming this
7
year, I
years.
didn't check.
Right. I mean, so you don't want to be the only one giving like 110 and then your partner's just like giving you 60.
What if that is their 110?
Oh, Sway.
Interesting.
So then I drop down, then I can drop down to 60 and then we should both be happy. Basic with basic, right?
Nah,
But are you gonna be happy?
You're not gonna be happy.
No, I'm not. I'm
I
gonna cheat on his
guarantee you
ass.
will be happy.
Oh, shit.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we gonna talk on that later.
That's
What you about to say, Sean?
I don't know. I lost my train
You
of
laid
thought.
so chance. You're not even drinking.
I know.
Like,
it's so bad.
She gotta
But then
work
we,
tomorrow.
okay, but we have veered off the entire
We
subject.
have.
The
We-
subject.
No, this is
Women apparently don't know we suck in bed. That's the entire point of this conversation.
No, it's not that they don't
That was
suck.
the hook to get y'all watching. That's not the entire point of this conversation.
Well,
But some
maybe
of
they
y'all do
should
suck.
suck more, but
Oh
anyway.
yeah, that's people who suck in bed.
Well, here's my
Shocker.
here's my issue. All right. So hold on, watch this. Bam. You ever gave some trash dick?
Yes.
You can probably tell when, right?
Yeah, because they told me.
Oh, see?
Right.
That's not where he was going.
Communication.
She told me. And she was like, next time you come here, you pull that shit, you will never get any more. Seriously.
I love it.
I like that.
But that's real talk, and I'm saying.
But outside of being told, did you just know?
Oh, yeah.
Know, that
What was
my
your
best
reason?
performance?
What was your reason?
For not giving
What's
you
my
best
reason?
performance?
Yeah.
Oh, this is bitch.
Were you like tired? Did you have whiskey dick?
No, I was
like,
drunk. Shit.
oh, whiskey dick. Okay,
Well, right too.
that's fair.
I mean,
Sometimes we have those
and
times.
honestly, she was like, "You ever do that shit again, dude? I swear to God, you will never see me." So I was like,
Good Lord.
All right, so you never saw.
I know where he's
No,
going.
actually, I
with
saw
that.
it yesterday.
You should know where I'm going
He's
because it's
gonna
pretty
ask all this?
obvious. Have you ever
"Giving bad.
given bad sex?
Have you ever been starfish?"
Intentional?
Knowingly, yes.
No.
Not intentionally, but I have, like I told you in the last relationship when it was getting just mediocre, I literally caught myself rolling my eyes and I said, this is when it ends.
That's some shit right there.
Yeah.
That's why you keep mirrors around.
I mean, I literally was like, oh shit, I just rolled my eyes.
I need to see what's going on.
And not in a good way.
Not in a good
Oh,
way.
no.
No, not that. Not that.
Jesus, take me.
No, like Jesus, oh my God, could this hurry
Jesus,
up?
let this be done.
Can he be finished, please?
Dude, are you done?
Right, that roll eye.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
So,
but not intentionally.
Not intentionally.
No.
Yeah, I can't think of a time I intentionally gave.
Okay, how about unintentionally? Do you think you've ever?
I'm sure I've been bad to somebody. I mean,
that ain't the
You've
question.
ever
Do
been
I-
bad?
I'm sure I have.
Do
You
you
can
think
can
you've
I
ever been bad?
can I hone in on the time I was like, ooh, I was terrible that time? No, I can't. But
I don't know that
the
I've ever done
realistic side of me is like, sure, I'm sure somebody walked away and was like, that bitch was whack. I'm sure it's happened.
You believe that that's happened? Maybe.
Do I
Do
know?
you think
No.
you are? You're avoiding the question.
What's the question? Do I think I'm bad in bed?
Do you
No,
think
no,
you've
no.
ever been bad in bed?
Have
I just
ever.
said I'm sure
You
I
sure
have.
some-
No, you're
But
talking
you
about
want me to
somebody
know-
else's
no, no.
relationship.
What
You want me
constitutes
to
being
know-
bad in bed?
You want me to know it,
That-
bitch? No, I
when
don't
you-
know
when you
that
know
I was
that
bad
you-
during
okay.
that particular time.
Okay,
Do
so
Do
no.
I?
So no, you don't
No,
ever think
I
you've
don't.
been
I
bad in
can't. I
bed.
can't sit and
Got
say.
you. Done.
I didn't say I didn't.
That's what you said.
I can't answer that question, sir.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. All my shit has been
Fifth.
bomb.
4, 5, 5, 5.
Right.
No, so you know what that means. You
She
know
lying.
she can't say that shit.
She lying.
No,
Find
it's
what's
different.
bad
Yes,
in
because I
bed.
want to know what's bad in bed. I mean, because like y'all said, sometimes y'all will just hit a cantaloupe. Like,
Oh wait, I just thought of a time I was really bad at head, but I was drunk.
that's
It was a lot of
different though.
Sorry.
Head's different.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Sorry, sir, for you. One.
Did he stop
That
you?
mo-
Then it's his
that
fault.
motherfucker
I'm sorry for you.
That motherfucker still bleeding.
If he didn't say stop, then it's his fault.
Sorry. Okay, so I
Back to
redeemed myself.
He didn't communicate.
Back to
That's-
Bam, he didn't communicate.
Communicate.
So that's not your fault, Sean.
That's right.
He should have stopped you and been like, babe, a little less teeth, a little more lip.
That's right.
Be like, baby, I'm good.
One more
Bye.
time.
Baby, I'm good.
Stop.
Not even stop. Baby,
So,
I'm
Sean, you're in
good.
the clear.
Baby, I'm good.
Oh, well, then never mind. My bad.
His
Exactly.
penis is not the clear. That's probably hard up.
That part. But that's his
So
fault.
he's fine.
That dude's sitting in therapy right now, like,
Little rubber testing
I don't
on
know
there.
what
He's good.
happened. I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened.
So, Bam, what I'm hearing is the ladies cannot
Admit.
admit that they have. Wait, no. You just talked about a head episode. That's not
No.
sexy.
I said I'm sure there's somebody out there
Right.
that says
We're not
You're
talking
playing
about
percentages.
other people. We're
You're playing
talking about
percentages.
when you.
So they don't think they cannot pinpoint a time or think that they've ever been bad in bed.
no, I can't.
But just said.
But look,
What if you're
but like, I
Can you
knew
pull
I
that
short
up, Jay?
dicked her. I knew I short dicked her, and she told me about it, so it was cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But you knew where did Kendra go? She was up.
The accountability training mistake. Stop. I said I'm sure I saw it.
The mediocre head.
I've never been bad in bed.
I also gave him lips.
But I've also provided some of the mediocre.
So we ain't even talked about that.
See? We know what head was like.
No, head, yes, you all will admit. Yeah, I gave
Now
some.
wait, this is all about
baby legs.
accountability.
So, guys, you think that women can actually be bad in bed?
Hell yeah!
What does
I'm
you
sorry,
have
did I
not
say that out
answered the
loud?
question?
We haven't
What is
gotten
that?
there yet. Okay, what's bad in bed?
Yeah.
Bad in bed is your ass just
Lay there?
no, because like I said, I'll fucking cantaloupe. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're fucking pillow queen. That's fine. Okay.
No, I won't do that. But I don't know where that's going. I don't even know what that is.
No, whatever. Just lays there and takes it.
Yes.
That's a pillow queen.
Does she even moan or something?
No, I'm saying like if it's really,
That's
I'll put it like this: if it's really just about me, then I'm just trying to get off.
Good
So
point.
she can't be bad because
right.
all I'm trying to do is get off.
Understand.
Now, if I have something invested in this relationship, and I'm like, okay, what you doing? I mean, like,
Is it levels to it? I mean, like, is that like, okay,
I
maybe not
think-
just in the bed, like a little surprise spontaneity, like in the car? Like, what does it look like?
No. I honestly think that it has to do with my emotional
Connection.
investment in the relationship.
But we still need like some.
I just-
That I still
We
need
need
No, I say for
lines
me. I say
of-
for me.
like,
I
I
say
need
for me.
a-
Because
We need to
I'm
know
I
she-
agree,
She
but
rides
there's
too
more
hard
than
as
that.
Yeah, it has
hell.
to be more than
She's
I mean, someone
dry. Like I
Let
need
me
some
get
data.
Yeah.
Let me get specific.
Please.
someone was just nasty.
Well, that's a whole other.
That's a whole
No,
other-
not
that's different.
nasty, dirty.
Oh,
I mean, like,
okay.
Are you fucking serious, man? Get the
Alright,
fuck
let's
out
make
of
it
that
sound.
shit.
You can be too nasty, and that's a bad in bed. Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said a
I was-
quiet partner is a bad partner.
What if they just don't make a lot of noise? We gotta be fair
Okay,
here.
so hold on.
Some people are quiet in
Hold
bed.
on. Hold on.
It's a thing.
Let's. Wow.
What you
Okay.
got?
Yes, I'm feeling
You're
a
quiet.
fan
All
here.
right, good to know.
I'm feeling
So,
a fan here.
She's
Exactly.
quiet.
got you. So
Now we know.
now we know. So bad sex.
Mhm.
Minimal or lack of effort.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Lack of flexibility.
Oh.
Well,
That's
everybody.
not-
Hold on. I'm not saying
Everybody
that
not
you gotta be.
Dominique dolls.
See,
Ain't nobody
I'm not
say-
saying you gotta be.
Hey,
doing
look.
it.
Well,
Hey,
I
look.
will
I'm
say
saying-
though.
Hey,
I
I
will
love me
say-
some
Pull your leg
Dominique
up
Dogs,
here.
but
You know, go stretch, bitch. I'm not asking for a
The
lot.
fucking mitigated gall of it all.
I'm
Okay.
not saying much here. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not flexible, but when it comes to bed, sometimes I be doing things and I wake up and I'm like, how the fuck did I just do that?
It's
So-
like a mother pulling a truck off the
exactly. Like sometimes I'm surprised
Adrenaline.
at my flexibility. So
I got
I
this.
feel you on that. I feel you on that.
So a little lack of
Okay.
flexibility, lack of imagination.
true.
Okay.
All right, so it's it's this lack of imagination. You all say that we get just a 1-2 lick, 5-6 touch. Yeah, we are. We can be robotic in that
In,
way,
out,
and
in.
we can have the Arthur Murray School of Dance to get everything works for everybody. But so can y'all.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
That's probably true.
So let's not play that
Definitely.
game, all right?
Mhm.
And then a willingness. So some people would say like dry cat, but I think that's on the man mostly. If a cat is dry, you ain't got it wet, so that's on you. So I won't put that on the list unless
Yeah,
she's
don't
just
put
got
that on the
some
Dried out ass
some
pussy.
physical ailment or something.
And you can always get.
And there's always lube for that.
Yes.
So yeah, let's not play that game.
KY has a thing for you.
Well, shit.
So lack of imagination, lack of flexibility, lack of give a fuck effort, which
Wait,
could
are
be-
we actually saying these people need to be like stretching before sex? Or you mean like flexible, like willing to try things? Like,
both.
Hey, look.
Both hands.
Hey, look, I walk in the door and you already know it's gonna go down.
Okay.
You need to be doing your tie ball.
You already know why I'm coming. So let's not.
these motherfuckers, I can't.
We should do the same.
Meanwhile, none of them can touch their
I've
toes.
never asked a man,
We
like,
should
make
do
sure
the
you
same.
stretch. I want that leg.
You know
Like,
why?
I never said
You know
that.
why? You know why? Because we're doing all the fucking work.
Oh,
So
lies.
we gotta put you in
Lies,
some
you
motherfucking
tell.
position.
That is
Because we
a-
doing all
that
the
is a
goddamn
full-fledged
work.
lie.
Lies.
What work are you doing?
All the women it in the comments. Please,
What work are you doing?
Please say the lies you tell.
If she ain't throwing it back for real, I'm
throwing it back.
I'm behind her. She throwing it back. I still got it.
I'm talking about hip gyrations.
Come on.
I'm talking about.
Let's be realistic. Missionary, what are you doing?
Who's holding legs back, right? Not y'all. Well, maybe y'all.
I mean,
throw them on your shoulders. Throw them on your shoulders. And some of y'all ain't got no little legs. So come on now.
Did you say some of us don't have legs?
Little legs.
Oh,
you talking about the thick
little
girl.
legs. No, I'm talking about women, period. So you gotta have legs on. Come on now. Who doing all the work?
Y'all ain't thinking about that when y'all in the pussy. So
You're
stop
right.
We're thinking about what?
Hold them legs up and shut the fuck up. And stop doing in, out, in, left, right, left.
Back to
and
what
if
he
I'm
said.
throwing it,
We
no, but
doing
if
all
I'm
the work.
throwing
Be
it with
happy
you,
you getting this anyway.
no, I'm not
That's
saying
what I
that.
heard.
No, that is not. That's what you was heard. No,
That's
see,
what I
you
heard.
can't even lie right.
That's what I heard.
That is not what I said.
That's not what I
What
heard.
I'm saying that is,
because that's what all the men out
That's what
there
I
heard.
interpreted what you
in
said.
missionary, we don't just. You don't have to lay there.
I didn't say
You don't have to.
I never said
You
have
just
to.
said that's all
No, I
y'all do
said-
in missionary while we
No,
holding
no,
the
no.
legs and doing
He
all the
said,
work.
He said we doing all the work. I said, missionary, what are you really doing? And most women.
Oh, I'm working.
Oh, shit, you just told me.
But that's what all y'all say.
No.
But all y'all can't be working because too many men got to play.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is fair.
So I'm working it. Somebody's not working it.
I mean, I ain't even gonna front. If it's missionary, I'm not always moving. Sometimes I'm just like, you got a G.
The only time I'm
Most
not.
times.
That's not true at all.
Oh.
But there's nobody here to confirm any of it.
I'm not asking.
You know what?
I'm
Let me
not,
take that back. I'm terrible in bed. I lay there and I'm a quiet lover. Let's just keep rolling with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, Sean, for 100.
I'm all that and a bag of chips.
They lying like.
Now,
No, wait a minute.
I
No,
do
we was
nothing.
lying
No, but that's
when we
bullshit.
said
I do
Yeah,
nothing
like
in bed. I just lay
wait,
there.
I was a liar when I said I
It's
don't
good
do
enough
shit.
to where
You
you
already
shouldn't
told
even
me.
have to ask anything. Just get this and take it
And be happy
and
that you
be
get it.
happy.
Shit.
Party believes that.
And
Part of you believes
and
that.
that's why
No, it
people
does
cheat.
not.
Not one party.
Look, I'm
And
coming-
that's
I'm bringing
why
my A
people
game.
cheat.
At all times.
I'm
I didn't
bringing
say
my A
men
game
cheat,
at
that's
all
why
times.
people cheat.
Unless I said it
People start
earlier.
taking advantage of
Unless
others.
Wait,
and
but
say,
hold on. We got two different. I'll tell you what.
I'm bringing my A game. Unless
Every
and
time.
this is yes,
That's what
I'm
I
bringing
said
my A
every
game.
Yeah, I'm
time.
bringing
bringing
every
my A.
time.
I'm bringing my A game. But after if I'm in a relationship and I'm realizing that you're just really a C and lower,
Then you lowering your,
I'm
bringing
I'm
that
not-
grade
I'm not
down.
about to- why am I about to give you this good and you just and I'm not pleased?
But you already did it. It's kind of too late to like.
Well, then that's why they either need to step up their game or to the left, to the left.
Oh.
Wow, y'all are rough.
I mean,
Y'all,
we're at our prime in our 40s.
like I
we
said,
love
I laid
sex.
there and I don't say
It's
anything.
amazing. So we want good sex. I don't have much time left. So why I'm not going to waste my time.
Many summers. I don't have many summers.
I don't have many summers.
Many summers.
My time is coming.
My time is short.
Exactly.
Precious.
I'm just
Herb was
saying.
in the comments on the
Y'all
road.
wild
Let's not
bitches.
discriminate on the amputees. Now nobody's
Oh,
discriminating
Well, I
against
ain't
that.
mad at you, Herb. That's right.
No.
Since then. So, hold on.
Eva say she fucked back even a missionary.
That's what he. All right.
Good job, Eva. Good
Y'all
job.
with you Dolphin girls. Y'all always go first. So,
You know how we do up for
so is it too? How old is we talking about teaching people new tricks, right? Like trying to talk to people through
that's
sexual
rough.
encounters, right?
That's rough.
How old is too old to teach a dog new tricks? Men and women.
I want to say that Facebook user that says as a woman we have to put in work so we can enjoy it. That is so true.
What?
We're responsible for our own orgasms.
You
Yes,
argue
men
with
than
that?
not. That is so true. Whoever you
We all
are.
have to put in work so we can enjoy it.
I don't know if men
You
need to
are-
put
you
in
are
work to
disrespect-
enjoy
I
it.
don't think.
I swear to God.
I don't think
You
men
are-
have to put in work to
No.
enjoy it. I'm sorry.
What? Are you
Now wait a
serious?
goddamn minute. He just said he can fucking
Cantaloupe.
cantaloupe and be happy.
He still got to fuck it.
I want to enjoy it. Damn.
Oh my god!
It's
you
a-
guys don't know. What
It's about the
you want.
release. No, it's not that we don't know what we want.
Now-
You
now
all
wait a
don't
goddamn minute.
understand how we are.
If you're not hitting that spot right, like I have to move a little bit more. I have to put in the work.
You just
to
said you
enjoy
can
it.
come from
do
some,
we.
stop. You all just said you can come from a bitch just laying there. How
Exactly.
much work are you doing?
I
that
didn't
you
just say
lay
that.
there?
Nobody just said that.
You didn't say that.
I say I would. I didn't say I like it.
Well,
didn't-
but
nobody
you
said
said
you
you like it or not.
No, it's
You gonna come.
we talking
You gonna do
talking
it,
about
you gonna come
enjoying it
and
now.
enjoy
We're
it.
talking about
Not
enjoying
work,
it.
though. That's
It is
not-
work because if she's just laying there, who's doing the fuck? I mean, like, how's it gonna happen?
That little pump.
That's what. Oh, that's not work.
No.
So when you
especially if
so
it's
when
only
you
2
go to a
minutes.
car to put gas in your damn car, you not doing some damn work. You pump it. You doing some. You doing some damn work. You're doing some damn work.
That was
You're doing some damn work.
What is happening here?
I have no idea.
I'm too busy laughing.
You're doing some damn work. Look, if I wake up and I have to put on a condom, I'm doing some work.
Look,
I'm telling you.
They undervalue what we bring to
into
the table.
I don't
That's
undervalue
what I'm
it.
hearing.
I agree.
I'm taking what y'all
Do
said.
1, 2, 3, 4, hump,
Left, right, left, in, out, in.
How much work are you giving the cantaloupe? I imagine not a whole lot.
Let's go back. Let's let's go back to the starfish. Take it away from an inanimate object. Have a word per person there. How much work is she doing if she's just laying there?
None.
Exactly.
No, that's not true, because I could be doing inside work to then, like she said, responsible for my own
Do
orgasm.
I know that? Because I ain't doing.
You feel it. You feel those Kegels. You feel those Kegels.
I ain't getting shit back.
B, you feel those Kegels.
Because
Hello.
I think I'm doing all the work.
Whatever.
I think that's me.
You feel them Kegels.
I
You
think
feel
that's
the
me.
Kegels?
I think that's me.
That's not how that works, darling.
That is how that works.
You are
Because
not working my
Vagina doesn't
Kegel.
contract and release because you in there. I'm sorry, that's not how that works.
No, I say I think it's me because she ain't doing shit. She ain't moving. So I'm like, damn, okay,
But
I'm
if
done.
she's
Bye.
contracting and releasing her vagina muscles, that's her doing it.
I know how it works.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying,
you ain't gotta talk
just
to
so
me
we're
like I'm
clear.
four.
Wait, hold on. The question was, how old is too old to teach a dog new tricks?
Oh.
Is it
Dead.
So anybody can learn anything at any
Goddamn right, shit.
They have to be willing.
I got you. For real.
Dead.
They have to be willing.
Dead.
Fair.
You don't even have to be willing.
No, they have to be
no,
willing.
No. You can
Just ask for willing.
You can talk.
You don't want to force anybody.
You know what?
to
You know what?
anything.
I don't know where this is going.
You can talk people into some things that they weren't willing
So
to
you're
do.
coercing people into
I didn't say. I said talk into. I didn't say coerce.
That's kinda what
Coerce, that's the same thing.
I mean, like, I ain't got a gun to your fucking head. Like, no, you gotta do. I'm saying, if the person wants to actually keep having sex with you, if the person wants to keep having sex with
Somebody
you,
want to
for
put
real.
up the definition of coercion, please? Thank you.
Wait, when you said, hold on, let me help my boy out. When he says talk into, I think he means finesses. Like, you're not like, you
That's
know.
still coercion.
Well,
Like,
shit.
baby, please.
Well, shit, every ass I ever got was good.
That's coercion.
Every sexual part of my man was coercion.
You can love coercion all you want. It has nothing to do with you actually.
Oh God. Coercion.
Maybe I'm more into relationships than anything
persuading
else.
someone to do something by using
force or
threat.
threat.
Yes.
Okay, that's a little different.
He said he didn't have a gun and nobody said.
I take it back. I'm sorry.
The force though, or the threat could be that, baby, you're not gonna get this dick no more. That's a threat.
No, it's not.
Or maybe things will
Because
happen.
it's bad anyway.
If it's good dick.
If it's okay, now it's a threat. But at the same time, your life ain't threatened.
Yeah, but they didn't say your life had to be a threat. They said it had to be a threat.
But it's not coercion. It's not coercion. Come on now, y'all.
So Sean is saying you could be however years old, still get taught some new tricks.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You do have to be willing.
You gotta be willing. Keish, what do you? I think there's an age. I'm not saying that nobody can be taught.
What,
What's the age?
These men these days, I just feel like
I think once a man hits 40,
it's
he
hard.
probably is.
He's on autopilot. He's on autopilot.
He's not willing to learn it. He's not mentally flexible enough to learn. He's probably not physically flexible enough to learn.
Yeah.
Once he hits 40, he has laid the blueprint.
He has some disabilities.
Right, he might have had a knee replacement.
Right, motherfucker got bad hip. I don't know what's happening right now, but he probably has worn his blueprint out.
So wait a minute, you can't learn to give head better because you're 40. Is this what I'm understanding from the conversation?
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying it's unlikely.
You just won't.
It's unlikely.
You just are unwilling. To your earlier point, you have to be willing.
You know
Men
how they
after
say
40 are unwilling to get better.
No, you know how you have to. All right, you know how.
That's what I'm hearing.
Wait. Well, here's what I'm saying. You know how you teach a child Spanish when they're like
this is
5?
personal.
And they know it forever.
Right, because their minds are too more open to learning.
Yeah.
Same
Now
shit for
I've
men
tried
and
it.
sex.
I've tried to learn Spanish 10 times and it just doesn't,
It doesn't
work.
stick, right? So you teach us earlier, we're more open to it and we learn better. Same thing with men and sex. If you wait till we 40 and try to teach us some shit,
So why
I'm not
y'all-
saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's different.
So then why don't y'all take that same kind of thinking with women? Like, she's 42. She just like
She
that.
just
It
like
is
it,
what
right.
it is.
Because
She
you
just gonna
say,
put all these teeth on
okay,
that.
here's the
Some of us
difference.
do.
Here's the difference. Y'all actually say that 40 is y'all best years.
It is.
And y'all think that 18 is our best years.
It's not. Y'all terrible at 18.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We said 20s.
That's when we're more
I'd say
proud.
30s.
But let's be realistic.
No,
we're talking about two different things right now.
Right now, yeah. Y'all talking about skill and now know-how. We're talking about physical stamina.
40s, y'all's physical stamina is down the drain.
No, that's what
Whoa,
you think. I don't
damn.
know who the fuck
She
she
came for
talking to.
y'all.
I don't know who the fuck she talking to. She ain't talking to me.
You better slow down on that whiskey.
Oh no, trust me, I got this one.
Come here, whiskey dick.
I'm about to make a drink.
She is someone talking to me. I am not the man I was when I was 25. I'm ready to admit that.
Okay.
So I have to make up for it in other ways.
True.
With
Say
flowers
it
and
again.
candy?
Say it again.
That too.
Oh,
Say it
okay.
again.
I like that.
That
No,
too.
we talking about sex.
Or
We ain't
the
talking about no
whole
damn.
package.
That's right. Not everything.
Wait.
But when I was 20, I didn't believe in oral sex for women.
Oh yeah, you will.
I wouldn't mind
You
doing
talked
it.
about that, yeah.
So, as you grow and you mature, you add some tools to your repertoire. But am I the stud I was at 21?
Well, then, what is this entire? If we are saying
We're
that
talking about
40s,
women.
everybody is men. You said men, right?
I said men.
That men are just. It is what it is. If the
I'm
dick
not-
is trash, the dick is trash. I'm not learning no new tricks. Then what are we really talking about?
I'm not
here?
saying that.
No, we were talking
That
about
men
women
are
first,
trash and
anyway.
women are not.
I'm not. Here we go. I'm saying that if you bring out your best game and are willing to have conversations and coach to your liking, not coach like this is terrible. I got to coach about that, but like this is good, but this could be better if I adjust it here, there, or the other. You should do so.
But you just said y'all not coachable.
What
like
I
the
did,
40s.
I said you had to be persistent. You had to
Wait,
be.
I heard nothing about persistence.
Excuse me, maybe that was in our conversation. That was our conversation on Facebook.
I've heard nothing
My
about
bad. That was a
persistence.
conversation. We had a conversation on Facebook about it. So
I gotta nag you.
You have to be
better?
persistent, consistent.
Oh, nobody likes a nag.
We're not saying nag.
No.
Why you not? I told you make it to the left 3 times. No. I'm saying, but it has to be like repetition.
Y'all can get off Anna Marie
That doesn't
Johnson.
work either.
Man,
have you tried?
I promise
I
you, this
have.
conversation makes me want to have sex with y'all less and less. Good lord.
Well,
men in
I'm
general,
saying-
not these two
Not
specific.
these two people. I'm like,
Not
whoa.
them, men in general. I'm just saying.
What show did I come
Right.
to?
That wasn't my goal, but winning.
Damn,
On a Wednesday?
Gina.
Wow.
Damn,
Okay, I
Gina.
talk about how you ain't shit all the time. It's fine.
Damn, Gina.
What I'm saying though is, let's reverse this. You all think that you all are so coachable at 40?
That wasn't the question.
That was the question. How
It
old
is
is too
now.
old to teach a dog new tricks, men and women?
If I think that it's gonna give me better sex, coach me, sir. I want to be coach me.
Yeah, I think if you take the pillow queens and put them
I'm
to the
waiting to
side,
see
because
what
clearly
comes.
they're
Oh, yeah.
their own.
Coach me, sir.
They're their own little microcosm, right? I think women do. If you tell them you like something, they're more amped to do it if that's something they weren't doing. If they weren't doing.
Hey, you don't think that men are open to that?
He just fucking said at 40.
I didn't say
Just because he said
Pay
it, don't.
attention.
I didn't ask
He
you
didn't
what
agree.
he said.
He didn't agree.
I asked you what you
He didn't
think.
agree.
Pay attention.
I know. I would tend to agree with Brian. I think men get very stuck in a rut. Not saying women don't, but since we're talking about men, let's talk about men. I think they get stuck in they moves that's been successful for them for 30 years.
Yes.
And they just like,
That's what I said at the
Everybody
top of
else
the show.
was fine. Why you got a problem
Exactly.
with it?
That's what I said at the top of the show.
The reason I have a problem with it because I'm with your ass now. So you either need to move up.
But you said no. You said that that's where the communication comes in, because most people have been so conditioned to doing it that way. Mostly men. That's what we're talking
Stop
about.
saying mostly
No,
men,
because that's
'cause
what we're saying.
You know what?
because
You know what? I heard a question once. It's like, why do men cheat? The same reason women
That's
cheat.
not the
Because
same.
you can get away with it. I mean, the reasons are the same.
No.
The reasons are the same. I mean, like, it's
I
not
don't know
mostly
the reasons.
men. It's not mostly men.
We're talking about men right now.
Yes, we're talking about men right now.
Because
So when you're
Let's
going
stay
on
focused.
autopilot, then no one's
No, we
no one's had the
attentive to women.
conversation. You've been lucky that a girl said, "Don't bring me that whack ass dick here no more." You were fortunate, but most people don't have that conversation. So then you're going and you're like, "Oh, I've been doing this for 15 years and nobody said anything, so I know I'm killing it." And then here comes Sean or me, and we're like, "Sir,
That's life.
sir, you're not. That's not good."
Or maybe he has been killing it and it just didn't happen to work for you.
That's fair.
That
is fair because
unlikely, but sure. Let's go with that.
I'll say fair, but it's not.
You don't know me.
1 out of 10, maybe.
That's
not
why they
10 out
call
of
me
10.
Bam, not because of my name Bam.
Well, how did it become about me and you? What is we doing here?
See, y'all
So Bam, hold on, let's bring it back in. So the ladies have had their speak. Fellas out there too.
The question was about women.
Well,
we did, and then we went back to men.
Well,
so it was about women.
But this question was aimed at both. Do you find it more difficult to teach women what you like and how they should perform for you sexually the older that they get?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so
thank you.
Let them elaborate.
Because I just tell them, and if it's not working, I'm out.
He's a communicator, but then he leaves.
Yes.
One strike and you're out, or is it 3 strikes?
Why not? I mean, why be unhappy? Like shit, I ain't got much time on this.
Bam, I feel you.
I agree with that. Listen to what I'm saying though. When you were 25 and
25 was different now.
I'm just saying, and you were speaking to what you liked or didn't like. I'm sure you had many of the same.
Was he really speaking at 25 though?
Yeah,
25. I was giving him a lot of it. So I know.
Were you really like?
Yes.
Oh, you were. Okay.
We lived together in college.
I'm the same kid.
Okay.
So my question is,
I got you. I figured.
Are they more willing? My question is, are they more willing and capable? So at 25, you were like, you know what? I like this, that, and the other. And they were like, cool, let's make that happen. As opposed to 45, where it's like,
let's be 20.
I got a real job. I don't need this shit.
25, most of them are around my age. So at the same time,
you were 25.
No, that's what I'm saying. At 25, most of them are around my age. So they thinking I got time. Fuck you, nigga. Bye. Whereas now, when all of us are looking at,
I got so many summers.
So now we can have a conversation.
So you're saying they're more willing now?
Yeah, exactly.
More capable.
I don't know about that now. I don't know about that.
Oh, God,
I mean, come on.
We're not as flexible. Remember,
a 25-year-old body, a
That's
50-year-old body.
Pilates.
Hey, when I walk in the door, I need to see.
I'm sorry, but my body is damn near as great as most 25-year-olds, so that's not a good example.
You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I mean, real talk is at 25, everybody's thinking they got the rest of their lives forever, and so I'm just saying, like at 25, they can walk out the door, but it's cool with me because I already know what I want. At 50, for real, they're like, oh, okay, well, let's see what we can do. I mean,
but also I feel like at 25 too, as a woman, like, okay, yeah, I was younger, but I didn't really know. Like now, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I know what I'm gonna try. Like, it's so different. So like, I understand definitely what you're saying, and I agree with it. Like, you're a little bit more like free. Like, you're like, oh, we're just out here. We're in college. Like, we're doing our thing. Now we're older. We're a little bit more focused on maybe a relationship and 2 other factors come into it, right? Like, there's the mental aspect of it, the relationship. Like, I was in a relationship with a guy who literally was a fuckboy, and he then was in a relationship with me. And so like the mental and the fuckboy he couldn't get, like, for the first couple of times, it just didn't like really connect. Because he's used to just fucking, but now he's really feeling me. And so now it's like, oh God, I don't know what my dick's not with my brain's not with. So like, there's so many different factors as we get older that really play into that situation. Because like now I know what I like. I know what I want. I know my body, right? So at 40 plus, there are things that I know. And there are times where I can just say, just like when you're 20, I could be like, I'm out because I don't have time to waste. At 20, you're like, I'm out because I'm 20 and I'm not thinking about it. Right, exactly. But now I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Let me try to work with this.
Exactly. No, yeah, I think so. I agree with that. Like you definitely try to work. Like, I mean, I've been in that situation where I've like tried to have the conversations, tried to like show you, I've tried to like literally help, and it just didn't click. So, I mean, that could be outside factors telling me like, bitch, this just ain't it. And I wasn't listening. But what I'm saying is I tried.
And I think this is an important comment, right? Because I agree with Kiana. I can see who posted this. I think when women are young, they 20, 22, I think we are more rigid in our sex because we're probably more in our mind about it.
That's
We've all seen right. What we've seen on TV. What you don't want to be called a hoe. You are doing all this stuff right. So you're more sexually rigid. I think the older you get, you do get a little bit more experimental. You're able to be more malleable, not flexible, malleable. What you want to do.
So, you lose those the of us don't have a thesaurus, there is a difference. Those of us that really don't have a thesaurus, there is a difference.
That would be where the difference is between men and women. Men apparently become more rigid as y'all get older. Women are a little bit more malleable, more willing to try some shit. I want to
put a pin in that.
Within bounds, because I mean,
no, I get that. I would not disagree with that. There are experiences and positions, and I don't mean sexually. I mean just like positions that I would place myself in at risk or in harm's way or
as you wouldn't
more
do.
adventurous when I was younger than I would
do
now.
Yeah, exactly. I get that.
I agree with that.
Trust me. I'm trying to get these dumbass kids I work with sometimes just stop putting themselves in bad positions.
Yeah. So let me ask this. Let's say you've been in a relationship for a really long time. Whatever that means to you.
Long.
That's 10 years, that's 10
Not
years,
hours,
whatever the case may be. Like,
the hours is long for some people.
How do you inject spice back into your love life if it has been declining? And this is why I asked the question. Please lead it up. So many good ways.
And it sucks when it's just not like
reciprocated.
Yes, or not even reciprocated, but just like appreciated.
Okay, give me some of these lists.
I might have to use that again.
I don't
want to put my tricks out there.
Cover your ears.
I mean, I just think that there's like just spontaneity, like the flirting, like you were saying, like the things that maybe like before work that then lead up into like the evening. Like if your mate likes afternoon sex or late night sex, like then you plant those seeds during the day so that when he comes home or she comes home, then that is some people like, morning sex. You can plant those seeds throughout the last part of the day, like surprises. Like I think that too, women sometimes forget that men do want that like little special touch every once in a while.
Say it again.
I mean, it's true. I mean, like just like yesterday, like Valentine's Day, even though it's man-made, like some men want to feel special too. Like, so being able to, for the person that you love or in a relationship with, whatever that your partner is, like doing some of those things that you like, just reciprocating them with your man, I think can always help spice up the sex life. And then just just giving people grace. Like, cause sometimes at our age, sometimes the dick don't work, or sometimes my shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, guys. Let's just keep it.
Why y'all try to play like y'all dick won't stop working at some point?
It's just,
I didn't say it won't stop working, but it ain't stopped
sometimes things happen when you're first learning somebody, like things happen. Like we can't be the woman that's like, oh God, this nigga dick sucks. Like, yes. Yeah. People great. Like sometimes you might have whiskey dick. Sometimes I might be too drunk and I come home and I ain't performing like, you know what I'm saying? So there are times I think we just need to be a little bit more gracious when we're in relationships, whether that's a new relationship or you've been in it for 10 plus years, and you have to keep it spicy. Women, we got to date our men, and men, you got to date your women.
Say that.
Period.
That's Sean.
How am I supposed to follow that?
You got it, Sean. Sean.
Here's what I think, because I watch all these like IG people who give you tips on relationships. They're actually good. They're actually good. A lot of times they're just like ask questions, right? I think people fail at communication.
Yes.
I think you have to have these conversations. I think you have to say, hey, spark's kind of gone here. Mm-hmm. What did you like that I used to do? Mm-hmm. Like I was reading this thing today and I sent it to Tony. I was probably not supposed to say, but sorry.
That man,
I'm dating anyway, right? But I sent it to him, and that's one of the things I want to keep in our relationship, that we're asking these questions, like, what do you like? Like, what do I do that makes you feel connected to me? Asking these kinds of questions regularly keeps people in tune with making sure that you're always intimate, not only in bed, but just in general. So I find that a lot of communication helps with that.
Goes back
trying to learn your person because people are different all the time.
And we should be changing, right? And growing. You would want
the
that
only
your person
thing
to grow.
that's
Yeah.
constant is change.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And asking what they want and or need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not even always sex, like
that's what I'm saying. Just as a whole.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. I agree. That's great.
That's my
Joe, you ain't shit.
Open mouth and open leg.
He's
not watching, so unfortunately
he'll watch the replay.
No, he won't.
He will. I'll send it to him. How do you keep spicy, baby? After a long stay in the relationship.
Honestly, I have to go back to communication because it always comes down to what somebody's willing to do or is not going to do or whatever. So it always comes down to communication and actually communicating what you really want. I work with teenagers, so I'm always trying to get them in their little relationships because they think they're gonna last forever. Oh my god, that shit.
Then we are.
Right.
True. But what I'm trying to get them to understand is through talking, because they'll talk about the lovey-dovey shit, but then when they get in their feelings about shit, all of a sudden they all over the place and wanna, it's like, man, I'm gonna smack that bitch. I'm like, dude, you put your hands on my student, I'm gonna have a problem with you. That type of thing. So the thing is, it's all about communication. I don't care what it is. I mean, like 20s, no oral sex for the females, right? But 40, okay, come on, let's do this thing. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. Come on, girl. I know what
you get a tongue. You get a tongue. Everyone gets a tongue.
You see what I'm saying? But I mean, we evolve as we get older, and that's just the bottom line. And if you're not evolving, then you're stagnant, which means that you're not moving towards anything. So that's kind of how I see it. So I always think that there's possibilities out there.
Yeah. Here's what's so interesting. So I've been in 2 very long-term relationships, and I think you all have raised some extremely valuable points. And we've talked about it earlier, like about somebody's got to be open to these things, right? First and foremost.
True.
But even more so than that, I think people have to be, I won't even say consistent, persistent.
True.
If you want to respice things, or it's not going to be one, I bought her some lingerie, she put it on, that night was dope, right? Like that, yes, that night was dope.
Yeah, but
how are you going to
I need Saturday.
Yeah, how are you going to tomorrow then what? Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Next week, what we going to do?
Next week, what we going to do?
And do I have to bring it up?
Yes.
For you to like do it again.
Do it again.
See, that goes
You
back
like
to
that
my
last
communication.
Tuesday 2 weeks ago? Woo!
I be so mad. Like, why I gotta plan everything?
So it's got to be on both parties, but it also has to be acknowledged and appreciated, right? When efforts are made, no matter how small or big, because you need to know that it was noticed, it was acknowledged, and it was appreciated. Or why am I going to keep doing it?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you do have to be consistent there.
So thank yous always.
A simple thank you. Hey, babe, thank you. I saw you thought about this. Boom, 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 boom. So I was telling the wife yesterday, as a matter of fact.
It wasn't yesterday. It was Thursday.
It was yesterday. I hope she ain't watching. So,
because she gonna know which day it was.
She gonna be in the comments. It was Tuesday.
I said, she was. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but she tried to do something for me that I didn't need done or I'd already handled. But she thought about it. He said, "Oh, I see you. Yeah, I'd already taken care of it. So I see you already took care of it, whatever." I was like, "Well, thank you." She was like, "I didn't do anything." I said, No, you did do something. You thought about me enough that you were going to handle this for me. And even though I already handled it, I appreciate the thought because you would have done the effort.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's sweet. I like
and
that.
she was like, "Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?"
God damn it, Allison.
I was like, never mind. So there's, the acknowledgement is part of it as well. But if we're talking about really getting spicy, then you gotta be open to some new shit. And you should be open to everybody's in therapy, counseling for whatever they're doing. Sexual therapy and counseling. Shout out to my girl Mila. That shit could be helpful, right? And talking to a third party about it, opening up your realm of possibilities, being open-minded, I think is where it really should be, right? Like however that leads you to whatever roads you're gonna come down at the end. Being open-minded to exploring other possibilities.
Actually,
to do that. Don't shut down.
I'm gonna build on what you said. Be open to the idea that you are not as good as you think you are. And you want to be able to improve.
Well,
I like that. Drop the mic.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you right now, most of you aren't as good as you think you are.
That's big facts.
Including me, probably. I put myself in that category.
No, most of you are not as good as you think you are.
Now, here's the real. A lot of us, we're braggadocious and on social media, whatever.
Yeah,
but in the corner at night when you by yourself,
you know you
ain't
shit.
You know you suck.
You know.
You know you're terrible.
In a place where you push the dark feelings down, you know. There's always room for improvement if you are willing to be open-minded and admit your flaws. We all got them.
That tongue ain't doing what you think it's doing.
Oh, I hope so, because that dick definitely ain't doing it.
He's relying on the tongue.
That's right. That tongue is out there.
I'm in trouble.
That's exactly
Glad
why
I'm married.
That's exactly why he said you have to bring other things into your repertoire.
Gotta have more tools in
man. Come on, man. This shit ain't working, dog.
Interesting. Black people, we are very resistant to the idea of I think this is what it all boils down to. We have a resistance to admitting that we're not as good as we think we are and seeking the help to get better.
Seeking the help.
Wait, who do you say is?
I'm saying black people.
Black people in general.
Yeah.
I think Americans in general, but since I'm black.
You're talking about black people. Especially black women.
I don't think that's an untrue statement. I don't think men are any more flexible, but I don't think women are super like, let me break out some leather. No, we all sexually repressed.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
we are sexually repressed. Yes.
We are.
I don't know where y'all living in.
You all have that shit more ingrained in you.
That's because we try not to be a hoe. That's what we fighting against. I don't want to be a hoe. I don't want to be a hoe.
But you don't even want to be a hoe for me.
I want to be a hoe for my man.
You want to be a hoe for your man?
I'm just saying. I do.
She said she wants to. You don't.
Cops.
And that's speculative. A hoe is like
exactly. That's exactly what we said. That's exactly what we said.
But you know what kind of hoe you need to be
if
with
you
your
do reverse cowgirl, something that's like you a hoe. It's like, whoa, nigga, I just turned around. What you talking about?
It's the same exact dick.
It's so funny. Like, oh my god, I'm backwards. What did we just do here?
God, I'm a whore now.
Right.
Hey, look, I just walked in the door. Hey, I saw something. I thought it was an invitation.
Right. We're not talking about like people that have crazy, like mixed up, repressed bullshit. By whore, I always assume that meant multiple partners.
Yeah, but what we have to remember is a hoe and a whore is based on who's looking at you.
Facts.
So there is no one definition. We'd like to pretend like it is, but there is no one definition of a hoe.
So whose definition?
My definition.
As you get older, it's yours.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but as a one, and you can argue with me if you want, you still have to fight against that indoctrination from when you were 5.
I totally agree.
Don't sleep with more than 3 men.
Because now I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
But look,
let's
do
this thing. But back then I was like, oh my god, I had one partner. I'm a hoe now. My mom's like, just get your ass out there.
But here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. When we're young, we think that it's multiple partners that make you a hoe. But as we get older, we realize that it's what you do in a relationship that person.
I don't know about that.
That's incorrect, Bam. It's a number. It's a number.
Y'all can disagree.
I disagree with that.
Stop getting those notches on your belt.
It's a number, and everybody's number is different. For some people, it's 2. For some people, it's 200.
No. I say it's about the number when we're younger. So like
it's a number
when you were 1,000. It's a number.
No. The older you get,
as a woman, you still be kind of thinking about your head. Like,
y'all tripping. People still care about them.
I didn't say who cares about the number except the person that actually knows the number.
Men care about. We had an entire show where motherfuckers were like, "Oh yeah, if the number matters."
Right.
It's like.
Okay, so they assholes. My point is, who cares about the number except the person who knows the number?
The views of Bam are not the shared views of Brian.
Hey, I only got 2 friends. And my mother not here.
Right.
Damn.
So, I was distracted with what I was about to say. So Bam, you're saying that at when we're younger, for men, I think it's who we were. Oh no, for women. I'm sorry.
Yeah. For women, I honestly think that when you're younger, you could be put in this trap of whatever. Oh, if you sleep, you do this, you do that. Sure. But with boys, it's like, man, go out and get.
Well, because that's how you guys are like.
That's
we're
because
men.
we're indoctrinated.
Yeah, that's your badge of honor.
Yeah,
and I'm not
your
even
cat is
really
my
talking.
Like Predator, you can get.
But as you get older,
he gets fines like.
But as we get older, it's not about number. It's about what do we really think hoes do? They do whatever it is to please that person at that time because that's what it is.
That's the job. That's a job description.
I never thought about it like that. That's interesting.
It is. Not sure if I'm rolling, but
maybe we've been hoes one day in our life, Sean.
Definitely been a hoe.
Oh, okay.
Do not aim for wholeness.
I'm just saying. I'm okay with it.
I disagree.
It's too ambiguous.
I'm okay with it.
It's way too.
Aim for wholeness.
I know I'm not out here with
only
stroll or
aim
nothing.
for wholeness if you want the bigger.
To say you're gonna be having a hard press to find people.
It's not about numbers.
That I'm a notch for them, but still don't matter.
Exactly.
It is what it
is. I agree.
Maybe not for you. You know everybody in Chicago.
I'm back down on my phone.
Right. It's like I'm just gonna act like I didn't even hear that.
I'm gonna sneak out to do it, dog.
Lord have mercy.
My car right downstairs in front.
Actually, kind of shot through them, so now I'm about to go off the cuff for it.
We've been going off the cuff the entire time.
No, we've actually been hitting all the questions. We've been hitting. That's why I don't have
them. We actually been hitting them.
Let me ask this. This is totally off topic, but I can't help but ask it. So everybody had an opinion about Rihanna's Super Bowl performance.
This literally is nothing to do with the conversation.
Nothing to do at all. I just said it had nothing to do with it. But it did. And this is where it circles back in my head. So just today, I think, they dropped that, was in the Ebony or something.
The cover.
The image, yeah.
The image of her holding his, leading
God.
him when he got the baby, right? Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, good Lord. Y'all ain't even let me finish this.
Because I already didn't have
I have not had this conversation, but all right.
So, one, A$AP Rocky, congrats to the club every time you can.
Can you pull up the image so we all on the same page? Do you know what the image
just
looks like?
Pull up A$AP Rocky and that shit.
They want Essence, right?
Essence.
What's Essence?
Essence, Ebony, I don't know.
Or maybe it was Vogue. I don't know.
It might have been Vogue. I don't know what it was.
Is Ebony still around?
Yes.
Nigga say, is Ebony still around?
I mean,
what's the question?
So my question is, it seems, there you go. It seems as if he's based on the imagery at least.
Why is that the first thing that y'all think about?
I didn't say it was.
Girl, you know why.
That is not it. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw that. First of all, the cover literally says Rihanna's.
What's it say?
It says Rihanna's it's British Vogue. What does it say? It says Rihanna's. Scroll down.
Keep going.
Scroll down a little bit.
Oh, cycling. Keep going. Down.
Wait, I think he's trying to.
Nah, don't even pull. Just let that shit go right there. There we go.
Okay.
I want to see what the
this first time
at the bottom it says Rihanna something at the bottom of the picture. So it's her reborn.
Rihanna reborn.
So it's her cup, like it's about her. I don't think what everybody's saying is like, oh, he's a simp because he's behind her carrying the baby and she's the leader of the household. How do we know that?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. All right. She worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
She could drag me by my nose.
If I would get a nose ring, so she could drag me by that bitch.
I want to be please let me be a simp.
Let me be the hoe in this motherfucker.
What's the problem here? That he's behind her? Is that what the real problem is?
He's behind her. She seems to be leading. He's holding the baby. So the imagery suggests that she is head of the household.
Right.
She is
How
running.
though? Why make people think that?
Here's my question. So fucking what? Even if she is the leader, it works for them.
It's her house. That's what I was gonna say. It's her household.
Let's be real.
What?
Real leaders are not in the front.
That's what
a nigga will find a way to make a man.
No. I'm serious. You do not see generals on the front line.
Or the lions either.
Y'all will find a way.
No, I'm serious. And I'm not even saying he's leading their
they say
family.
The, like leader of the pack, the lions, they always travel in the back because
family
everything
a family does what they need to do to exist. So I'm saying, like, he don't give a fuck what they thinking.
First of all, he has his own money. It might not be $1 billion, but
it ain't $1 billion.
Well, I mean, but shit.
Shit.
Yeah, but they got millions of dollars.
Man, but how many people are making $1 billion? Like, let's just keep it real.
40 people.
My point is keep shooting up the club.
But
to
I'm
me,
saying,
he's
like,
very smart.
I'm saying like leaders lead from behind. That it's not about that. If they saying he's not a leader, they don't know how leaders really lead. Then
those are men that aren't leading.
And I'm not even talking about the whole leader piece. What I'm talking about is the fact that they're trying to say that this is because I haven't read it. I don't know.
It's just from the picture. Most of them haven't even read the article.
So let me tell you why I brought this in, B, in relation to this conversation, because a lot of men have said that bullshit. They have read more into that imagery, and I'm gonna tell you what I think that a lot of brothers deflect and push shit out in the world that
they have problems.
They have issues within themselves.
And
they dick don't work.
I don't know if it's the dick part.
They dick don't work.
I do think
it's if you got better.
Hey, I'm Nick Cannon in this bitch with Mariah Carey.
You got better things to do with your penis. You ain't worried about what nobody else doing.
Yeah, you pay.
I definitely think it's an insecurity. I don't know if it has anything to do with it.
I'm just saying that starship.
But
I
mean, when I first saw that, that's not the first thing that came to my mind.
First thing I thought was, shit, I got this, boo.
I didn't even look at his ass. I was like, Rihanna, it says she's rebirth, like it's about her. And she said, hey, let's have my husband or baby daddy and my baby on the thing. She probably decided that.
I literally saw her man carrying their child saying, you keep doing what you do because I got this.
Right, as he should, because he's raising another black man.
That's a good way.
That's what I saw, honestly. And I don't know what's been going on.
Come on.
I don't listen to other people.
Sean, what you gonna say?
Obviously.
It just seems to me that there are a lot. Look, I agree with the insecurity piece. I agree with all of that. I also think men right now are really struggling with.
If he's successful.
Did you say
that too? That too.
I hear a lot of conversation about women, how women don't need men, how women yada sis boom bada, and I think. No, I'm talking about in general.
No, I'm
just in general. And I think men are just struggling with imagery that makes women, black women more in particular, look like the lead. And I'm really starting to get irritated with this conversation. It seems unnecessary. We're going to have to start figuring this out at black folks. I realize that's not the whole point of this. He wanted this to be some fuck shit.
I switched it.
But it's frustrating.
Here's my piece. So I hear all this shit.
But that's why
totally turning to something else.
But we hear all these black men, right, talking about we got this imagery of us not being the lead, of us being secondary, blah blah blah. Most of us were raised by single mothers.
Yes.
Which y'all forget.
Which you often want to throw out, and then a good majority of us, while we're talking that shit, aren't daily presences in our children's lives.
Damn.
And aren't leading.
Pow pow, shots fired.
So you again, it's all this deflection from what are you doing?
What am I doing? Right.
What are you doing, homie? Jordans once a year ain't gonna make it, homie.
Maybe that's why I saw what I saw. Because I'm like, boo, you doing that?
But I got you. We a unit.
Shit.
I'm supporting you. You're supporting me where I need
this is about to be.
We are a unit.
It's a unit.
And maybe that's really what the problem is, right? We have been, it's our legacy of slavery as not being a family, not being a unit. And maybe that's really the struggle that we as a community, not individually, do not know what it looks like to be a unit.
Well,
we do know what it looks like. We don't know how to follow those units all the time.
Everybody want to be the head?
Well, we think
just shake your head. Yes, everybody want to be the leader.
No. I don't think.
I want to talk about this show topic too. We don't talk about it.
I don't think that that's necessarily it. I think that there are times when we forget where we came from, and what I mean by that is we have so much going on in our lives that we don't look and say, "Oh, what we have is so much more than what we've come from," and what we've come from is so precious that sometimes we get into our little squabbles about nothingness. I mean, seriously, it comes down to nothingness for me.
You know what up that though be?
Some pussy.
And they do it back a little bit sometimes. You gotta throw it back.
I did not know. I did not know.
Which goes back to the subject. If we communicate, you got some. Hey, look.
Oh, God.
Seriously.
Promise you, I hate our people.
Just throw it back a little. Just throw it back a little. We all good.
Jay, can you get that last comment?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, no, that's good.
We don't understand equality in relationships. Yes. Not even equality, right? Because everything can be 50-50, but equity.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't understand
because
equity.
Equity. Sorry, I can't read.
Sometimes you may be able to only give 40, and then I have to pick up the slack, and then vice versa. It can't just be like
that's a relationship isn't always 50-50.
No,
right? Sometimes
a relationship is never 50-50.
Yeah, probably never. Right? It's
like
be
80-20.
Realistic.
Yeah.
It's 60-40.
Yeah.
It's 30-70.
And it might not be
in fact,
from the
it's
same person the same
$5.95
month.
yesterday.
I might be able to give you more 1 week or 1 month, and then you have to pick up the slack the next time.
That's right.
Exactly.
Because everybody's going through different things
shit.
every day, every week. I mean, shit, it's hard out here. Motherfuckers are struggling.
You know, it's hard out.
Right.
I couldn't even.
I mean, shit.
Hey.
We need partnerships.
And you know why we need partnerships? So we can have better sex.
Exactly.
Right. So we got to throw it back.
Stop being lazy.
Women, stop being lazy.
Stop being lazy, man. Stop giving us the left, right, left, in, out, in.
That's not lazy. That's robotic.
So
it's
everybody
different.
just lazy. Everybody's.
We all just
you know what?
lazy.
Everybody fucking up. So let's start fucking real.
Anyway,
start communicating.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up. I want final thoughts from everybody. We have gone all over the world with this topic.
No idea what these final thoughts.
But I need to wrap up for everybody on last thing you'd like the opposite sex to know about pleasing you. Bam, go.
Nobody cares what you know unless they know you care.
Oh, he went.
And the rain in Spain falls mainly on the
rain.
Right?
Don't fuck up my man.
That has nothing to do with my world. That's her. That's her. That has nothing to do with my world. I don't give a fuck what you doing.
Say it again, B. Say it again one more time.
I don't give a fuck what you doing. I don't give a fuck what you know unless I know you care. So if we not communicating, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
So
this and this.
So he's saying,
can we get some more of this and less of this?
I don't know. Maybe if we communicate.
Dudley.
Yes.
Did you hear what he's saying though?
No.
What he's saying is, God damn it, Shanta.
He's using his heart.
Yeah, what he's saying.
He wants to be in love.
You need a.
What he's saying is, he doesn't care what you think about him unless you really know him.
Okay.
And put in the effort to get to know him and appreciate where that goes.
Okay. That's
what
was
he said.
fuzzy.
He said
yeah,
that.
well,
That's what he said.
I didn't get it either.
Oh,
that's what he said.
Oh my God.
He said that verbatim.
Look,
he said it doesn't matter what you know unless I know you care.
Right.
If you don't care, right. Okay. If if you're not invested in me, then I don't give a fuck what you think.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair.
All right, Sean.
Oh, it's my
no. We go to our guest first. I'm sorry. Keisha.
Oh. What's the question again?
What do you want the opposite to know about?
Last final thoughts. How do we?
Damn,
how do we?
Gina.
Good Lord, you all have gone through us. How do we?
Not me.
What the fuck was the question?
You said, what do you want the opposite sex to know about you?
Pleasing you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Shut up.
I'm going to piggyback. Well, kind of communication. we have to be able to communicate. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna piggyback. I lied, but I will tap into the communication. Just being able to, while we're in this vulnerable situation, being able to communicate, just have fun. Like, don't be so
rigid.
Yeah,
structured.
And you don't know everything. Just because you did that with her, don't mean that's what I like. So communicate.
Thanks.
Communicate.
Communication. Sean?
I'm a quiet partner. That's the secret to Sean Sam.
Oh, and if I have to tell you to spank my ass, it's really not fun anymore.
That's some. Damn. You know what? I'm with her on that.
That's kind of a little intimate.
I had to say that.
Not intimate, but intimate.
There's people who don't know that. Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate.
There are.
But in fairness, men don't know if you're into that. And
just try.
I agree.
If I'm communicating, I can tell you, babe, that's not what I like.
And it don't have to be hard either. Like
No,
it's
it's
something,
just
just
a little tap while I'm cooking dinner, something, you know.
I don't even little tap during. It's like,
or during. But if I have to say it,
that didn't get a negative response.
It's not fun
A
anymore.
little hard. That didn't get a negative response.
Just make sure you're hitting the ass.
Now, motherfucker.
Just make sure it's the actual ass. It's not that upper part between
Right.
the ass and the back, because that shit hurts.
Yeah, that's not fun. But we want the ass cheeks.
Well, if you ain't got no ass,
there's still something there you can aim for.
God, y'all stupid up in this joint.
I did. I aimed for it, slid up.
Oh my God, y'all stupid.
All right, I'm sorry, my bad. All right, so final thoughts. Sean, did you say yours? I'm sorry.
I said that I suck in bed. I mean, I don't really know how to end this topic. Everybody go get some sexual therapy.
Not about you per se, but what would you want everybody out there to know about how to make their sex lives a little more intimate?
I think I can add on to the communication piece for sure. And I think you just need to realize that you ain't as good as you think you are.
I'm with that.
And just operate from that space. You're not as good as you think you are.
So try some new shit.
And just try to get better.
I think that's the bottom line. I really think that's the bottom line. Like,
I
ain't as good as I think I am.
This is why she is the host.
Let me be open to some new shit. Ooh.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, baby, that don't work for me. But hey, look, I tried.
But that's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh yeah,
we're not saying you shouldn't have boundaries. I'm saying push those boundaries.
Yes.
Stretch yourself. Figure out what you might actually enjoy that's not the same left, right, left that you've been given for the past 20 years.
Exactly.
So if particularly for somebody, Bam, as you said, that you care about, that you're invested in.
Yeah.
But hell, I say anybody you share yourself with, you should be at least sexually invested in.
Fuck that shit.
I'm just saying.
Goddamn.
I'm
Okay.
just saying. So
man, 18 now, I'm going in, man. Fuck
I'm not saying that is always the case. I'm
Y'all
saying
ain't no 18-year-olds
particularly when you get a little older, you should be
for sure
a little more in tune, right,
all
with
day.
Vibrations and your sexuality, and not just
And
your dick is a prize, gentlemen. Let me finish with that.
There you go.
Your dick is a prize.
Here we
And
go.
Don't settle for sex for Valentine's Day. Do not let her be in a lingerie silk robe for Christmas. And that's no. She is getting the same pleasures you are. You make her earn that penis.
Chocolates and flowers for the men.
I just fucking love flowers. That smells great.
Hey, Kayla Lilies for me. Kayla Lilies.
I'm tired of
Calla lilies.
Calla lilies, you ignorant fuck.
And those are my favorite.
You know,
Kayla
You don't even like
They
them.
don't sell
Clearly you
those.
don't like them.
But look,
Clearly you don't like them. I like raisins.
I don't have to know how to
Packets of
say
raisins.
it to buy it.
Packets of raisins or roses. My bad.
No.
What are you saying right now? On that note, we'll go end the show. I can't do any better than that. Love y'all. See you next week. Sean, are we gonna talk about order? What are we talking about?
It was a black topic.
No, it's always a black
It's always a
topic.
black topic.
This is not about. Well, I guess it turned.
It
into that.
always does. No, what do we say we were gonna talk about?
We were supposed to talk about. I actually want to talk about something different. I want to have the talented 10th conversation. That's been on my brain.
Jesus Christ, no. Here we go.
What? Okay.
Go ahead.
We can't talk about the talented 10th.
What about them?
You know, that's my very
Yeah,
favorite
that's
narrative in
What
the
about
black
us?
community.
What about us?
I want to discuss if it's harmful to the black community, the idea of the talented 10th.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I thought we were going to talk about why women never think they're wrong.
Oh, yeah. Would y'all in the comments?
In the chat, real
it's
quick.
still 16 of y'all. Would y'all rather have the talented 10th comments? I already know where we're going. Or do y'all want to talk about why women never think they're
Why
wrong?
women never think they are wrong. Let's put it in the chat real quick. If you're listening, real quick, which one? Talented or women suck?
We just want to keep going with the women suck conversation.
Right.
I hate y'all so
It's
much.
women suck February.
Well, it's Women's History Month next month. We don't want to talk about why women suck during Women's
maybe
History
that's
Month.
right.
Oh, it is.
Maybe that's
March.
a better conversation. And you always shouldn't even be history. All right, so here we go. Talented 10th. All right. Who's it?
I don't know. Thank you, Facebook user.
Talented 10th. All right. I can do the black folk that can read conversation. We can have
Black
that.
folks.
We can have that conversation.
That's the talented 10th.
Yo,
You just have to be able to read. That
Black
is
folks
such a low bar.
Black folks that can read is a small circle. I tell you that shit all the time.
You too.
And
It
it's
is
all
true
it
all
always
the
rings
time.
true.
Do you really say that all the time?
Yes, all the time.
Man, I
And
get
it rings true.
and honestly, I swear to God, my students hate when I give them a packet that's like 6 pages long. 6 pages, 6 fucking pages. I'm like, you little assholes.
And in this day and age with social media, nobody
right,
got that bandwidth.
We can talk about this after.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. See y'all next week. Love you.
You trying to give kids a read these days?